basic theory is. It's like,
yeah, it's awesome.
I didn't know you were lefty.
Oh, you know, on Wednesdays.
Is there a dog here?
Yes. There he is.
Guitars are just the best, aren't they?
Totally. The way the strings vibrate is so satisfying.
It's so
It is satisfying, isn't it? Okay, everybody. Here
Is this the one where I'm dancing?
Attention, yes.
You have the nose flute. Your intonation is so spot on.
I know, right?
An evil space ruler seeks
Evil
the
space
services
ruler.
of a
Not a
doctor.
nice one. A doctor. There's Q. Back right. Look at him go.
Jimmy Viter.
It's gonna be a big night tonight.
It is going to be a big night.
Curtain.
We welcome you
And I
to
still
Guitar
don't
Talk
have a...
Universe.
Hey, before we start anything, apparently a puppy dog came up to Dave's door, knocked on the door, and said, "Hi, Dad." So he's got apparently a new stray dog that's
Do you
it's
have...
just adorable.
Do you have photographic evidence?
On my telephone, but
So can you present
it's
it?
hard to pull up with the round dial. You got to dial the number to get the picture, and it's really difficult.
If only that wasn't true.
Yeah.
Right?
Do we have a song to play? By the way, your plaid is just epic, dude.
Thanks, man.
Tonight, I don't know if you saw, but I will be playing the Checkers Valley Super Shredder 3. Hold on. In Aurora burst. So,
You know,
hey, it's good, James. Oh,
see, I like it when you do that because it reminds me of, like, you know, Sean Connery.
huh?
You know, surely there must be some kind of mistake. You know?
I can't believe I get it out every time. It's like,
I know, and that's what makes me chuckle, man.
especially since I took 2 happy pills about a half an hour ago, so
Oh God.
Daddy's a little high.
Hi,
And
high fiber.
I'm also watching. I don't know if it helps when I point to the TV, so you know what I'm pointing to.
Like I say, it always helps when you point stuff.
Okay, I'm also watching some baseball.
Why?
And I don't understand how the Toronto Blue Jays are doing. They're fucking Canadian. How can they be in Major
I know,
League
and when you
Baseball?
consider the World Series, it doesn't have any other countries in it. It's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, it's called America. America.
Yeah. All right, just for that, D major. You want to start?
You want to start?
What?
Look, I'm playing a D note.
That's beautiful.
How
No.
does that work?
Is it G sharp?
Let me try it with some wah shit.
Yeah.
What am I doing? No, that's a D note.
Yeah.
Steve Brand, everybody. There you go.
Wow. What a cop out.
Wow. Maybe I'm a little too high.
ladies and gentlemen, Quentin James. They should be, Joe. You know it's B minor, right?
Take it away, somebody, please.
Okay.
Wow. Texas. playing B minor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard! You make
I did tell you.
I'm good. Whoop, I lost myself. Okay, that's a D note, cue. Now play 3 note for string.
I believe in you, man. I believe in you.
Brand, everybody.
Yeah.
Daniel Picardi. What's up, Jen?
Let's play the right note up there. There you go. Go out with a clam. That's what I like. There we go.
Okay, here's my issue here.
What's your issue?
So Steve says D major. In the beginning, I was like, I don't think I'm real comfortable with playing my 3 note per string major scale when it starts on the 5th string. I think that's what I was doing wrong. So, okay, so there's the D note. And I don't go, okay, there's a D note right there. I'm like, where's the D note on the E string? Okay, there's the E note there at the octave. Okay, just go down a whole step. Now I'm in my pattern that I love so much.
Right?
But then I was thinking, wait, major, if I go back 1, 2, 3, then I can play pentatonic minor. So that's how the thought process in this public school brain works a little slow. So it's like,
well, when you watch this episode back, you'll hear me say, it's B minor.
you know, I thought for some reason I heard this low voice, but I thought it was Joe Alba. I thought he was on the stream, like in the green room or something, and I could hear his voice, and it's like, oh, thank you. Yeah, that was. And then you were kind of getting proud of me, man, because I was like, oh, I think I've learned some stuff from Steve. Now tonight, I don't know so much of it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
But that's the whole premise of the show. Is he doesn't Rick Beato me. It's like, okay, here's this, and here's why this works. I'm like,
All right.
Okay, that sinks in a little bit.
Old
Wanna go
Dave,
through
I'm
the
just going to
chat?
say hi to the chat. Going to quickly scroll through, and when I get back to you, I will answer that question for you, dude. All right. Hang
And
on
Guitar
2
Hack
seconds.
said, because I asked him for help, he said, that's why I no longer help. I'm one of the kids. Hack's I don't know, professor in college, and
I know. He's a proper teacher type.
I'm the guy in the back eating Elmer's glue.
And your tie.
I'll get it eventually, Hack.
First man through the door was Cushman NYC. There you go. There you go. Then it was me. Then Old Dave on Diet. And then Joe Alba.
Okay, Dave, is it Ghost or G? He's trying to name the dog. The dog's like really white. This dog shows up and knocks on Dave's door and says,
what about Spirit? Because
you're my new dad.
Yeah.
So
the white bears
this,
that we have here in the BC rainforest, they're called spirit bears.
So
why not call the dog Spirit? And from what I understand from talking to dog trainers and everything, dogs like having 2-syllable names.
Huh?
Yeah, they hear that. It's like they learn the cadence of the 2 syllables kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Joe Alba with a David Lee Roth quote. Give me
And a
bottle
lot of your
anything
dog
and a
commands are
glazed
one
donut.
syllable, right? Sit, stay.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Blue Mox is here. Jimmy Little J Big B Biter is here. Yeah. He wants to know what's up. And
I think he wants to know
called
why
you
not?
then he called you a jerk waffle. And he also called me a jerk waffle, but I'm just pointing out that he called you a jerk waffle. Wait till we get to Sandra Picorni's comments. You're not going to be very pleased at all. Then we have Herb of the Fireside Variety. He is.
Did we ever figure out if it's Herb or Herb?
I'm saying it's Herb.
I think it's Herb.
Because he is in the Fireside studio, so it makes sense. Florida Claimant's Ted is here.
Daddy.
Blue Mox, I think I mentioned already. Mitch Heyman is here. He wants to say hello to everybody. Patrick Trites is here. Chuck C. Searching for Tone.
Is that Sean? That
Searching for Tone?
That's Sean?
As in Sean plays guitar? I think it's 2 different people. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're asking me about names.
Yeah. Ed Viz is here.
Edvis.
Yes. Yeah.
He used to be with Fruitcake Tony and
right.
The guy whose initials, Brendan Buttcheeks, I've got tattooed. It's a long story.
Exactly right. Anybody that I've missed? Oh yeah, there's Hack. There he is, Guitar Hack.
Now apparently Hack has done a thing. Well, we're not going to mention it.
No, because that should be an announcement that he gets to make. Now that'll get everybody.
But we're
thinking.
just keeping our fingers crossed that it shows up with the headstock still attached. So
wow, way to just give it up. Why don't you? Anyway, John Deshane, Jono is here.
Let that round die.
Then we have scrolling on down.
John's got such good tone. It's disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling if I went and played through that half stack of his, I would hit like an A chord, and then I would just start weeping like a little girl.
Paul McNary's here. And other people should look at the fact that his name is in green and do the same thing. Okay, so Sandra Picorni. The first person she greets is Ted.
Really?
Yeah. Second person she greets.
But your Ted doesn't know what the 3 dots do.
Yeah, is me. Third person that she greets is you. I don't know how you should feel about that. Are you misting up a little?
No, I'm just scared whenever I see her, she's going to bitch slap me.
Then
and I would totally deserve it. Yes,
Yeah,
I know. Don't say it, Sandra. I know.
Fourth person she says hello to is the chat in general, en masse. But,
okay, well, I just got a good one here at the bottom. Just showed up. I'm not going to say anything. Wait for it.
Awesome. Awesome. Karina is here.
Settle down, Ted.
Is he getting carried away?
Oh, said hi to Sarah Muffins.
Yeah, he's like that, though. All righty. Oh, yep. And there's Sarah.
She
Did I?
died to me first.
Yeah.
And
then me. Wow. Yeah. She's
and
done that before. I did. If I had any feelings left, I mean, I have one in a jar, but I don't take it out much.
I think I got 3 more exclamation marks. Sandra.
At least you got at least 2 more exclamation marks. Yeah.
Who is Ed Gein documentary?
The serial killer dude.
And Slaughter.
Ed Gein. No.
Dude, I don't like watching those because it kind of gives them a little validation in history, you know, that we should pay attention to how fucking fucked up they are. And
Yeah.
dude,
Anyway,
did you see that explosion in Tennessee?
I didn't. You told me about it.
Oh my God, that building, it was just obliterated. Is the only word I can come up with. It was, they make ammunitions and for the government, the army. It's, oh my God, it was so sad.
Those things are designed to go boom. So when they go boom without permission,
it's like a long stick.
Yeah.
Oh, boom.
Yeah.
That was a crocus. Did you get that one?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't very good, but that's all I had.
Right on. So there was lots of comments about it. It's interesting. The last couple of
you can highlight yourself if you're going to talk about this guitar.
Yeah.
It's just way cool.
All right. So I thought it was interesting when I played the St. Vincent Ernie Ball. Everybody freaked out about that, like Jetsons, all the sort of sci-fi reminiscing. And now this, with the plaid finish, everybody's talking about when they had clothes or couches or whatever in this sort of pattern in the 70s. So I think it's kind of interesting that I keep finding guitars that take people on little, like, nostalgia trips, little journeys down memory lane. So I'll do my best to keep that up.
I do have an issue with one thing.
What's that?
It needs just a plain black metal knob.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. That's why it has metallic red strap locks on it.
Now what kind of strap locks are they?
Oh, these are the
Dunlop?
These are the big Warwick ones. With the big.
Everybody's like, I hate the Schaller one, the one with the U cup.
Yeah,
I've used Dunlop for 40 years. Never had an issue with it.
Yep.
But
Patrick
even
Trice,
with
you are correct. This is a blue Saraceno TV20 by Samick. And it's pretty stock, other than I changed the switch, changed the pot, changed the pickups, changed the saddles, changed the nut, and the strap locks. But yeah, other than that, it's stock. It's got a DiMaggio X2N in the bridge. One of the very few guitars that I own with a Seymour Duncan in it. It's a cool rails in the neck, and then 3-way switch that splits both in the middle. And I've got a nice big fat treble bleed on the volume pot, so I can get very clean tones.
Now, what exactly? Because when I hear the term treble bleed, I think of when you turn the volume down, the treble goes down too. But it's the opposite.
No,
right?
it's the opposite. So what a treble bleed cap does is gives the high frequencies of reservoir to, for want of a better expression, seek sanctuary in. Because normally what happens is that high frequencies attenuate faster than low frequencies.
What do you mean attenuate?
Go to ground. I was just about to get to that bit. Okay. So as you turn your pot down and you're providing a route to ground, you're sending a proportion of the signal to ground, because that's what a pot does. Is when it's on 10, you're sort of hearing all of the signal, and as you turn it down, you're sending a percentage of the signal to ground. So normally the reason why when you roll the volume off, like you lose a little bit of high end, is that because the treble frequencies go to ground faster. So with an appropriate treble bleed circuit, and I prefer the one that is just a capacitor. The one that's a capacitor and resistor in parallel, I don't like it. I don't like the way it tapers. So I just typically use a 330 picofarad cap across the in and out of the pot, and it just enables it to retain some treble as you turn it down. So,
Wait, who's picofarad? Hi, is it?
yeah, good old pico. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. And then the other question was, what's this guitar here? There we go. That one.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is my. I assembled this for two reasons way back when. I do a lot of, particularly when I have my retail store, I do a lot of assembling kit guitars for people, or component guitars, I should say. And people would often say, well, what does it start at? Like what's the basic thing? So I guess now I probably put this guitar together about 13 years ago, and it's as basic can be. So it is a two-piece Swamp Ash body, which is made in the US, and then it is a Japanese-made all parts neck with a 22 fret, 9.5 inch radius fretboard, but a slight V shape to the neck. So it's a little bit vintage, kind of like the very early Charvels were way back when. It has Goto hardware, so Goto machine steel block trem, Goto what they call HAP, the height adjustable post tuners, and a Graphtec nut, and then there's a Damasio Air Norton and a single volume pot, and then there is actually, you probably can't see it, but there is actually a tiny little toggle switch, which is an EMG PA2, which is a little clean preamp.
Right.
And there is a little hole in the rear cover so that you can actually put a little screwdriver in and adjust the amount of boost it gives you.
How do you wait? I've heard and seen like Grover staggered height tuners. How do you adjust the height of the post?
Okay, so what Goto came up with was the neat idea. You know how a lot of tuners have that little lubrication hole on the back?
Right.
Well, they just made that the hole for an Allen key. And so you can actually wind the post up and down, as well as actually put lubricant in there.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so they're called
That's
HAPs. So if you ever see Goto tuners, listed as being HAP locking tuners, height adjustable post.
Now, does that eliminate both your string trees?
Yeah, you don't need string trees at all, because you can slam them down. I mean, they've got enough adjustment that you can literally almost make the string hole disappear in the bezel.
That's because the headstock's not tilted like the removable Les Pauls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's very true.
I think we just lost Hack
again.
I'm sorry, bro. That never gets old. He's like, it's way old.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to read the chat now because people have been commenting about what we're talking about.
Joe Alba says all his have the standard cap resistor.
Yeah.
Yeah, send Steve an email. He'll tell you exactly what to get. And
well, see, Joe, I would disagree that that's a standard circuit. The standard one is just a cap. And then people started dicking with it. So, but anyway, that's the way it goes. Yeah, it didn't sound good when I rolled off the volume. Well, it depends. See, if the treble bleed cap is like too high of a value, as you roll off, it gets really ice picky. So from that point of view, it's like maybe it was more of a case of probably two things, Herb. Either you're just used to the way that a volume rolls a little bit of treble off as you back it down, so that's what you like, or the cap that was fitted to those Kramers was too big. I mean, I've done it in the past where I've rigged up a push-pull pot, so I have two values of treble bleed cap, and one is sort of like, smooth, and one is kind of spiky, because sometimes spiky is kind of fun, So
I got a
little extra skank.
I got a question for you.
Do I know how to? Hang on. I think the battery of my mouse is dying because my cursor doesn't always move. But there you go.
What? I know Hack knows this. I'm sure he does. What does A440 mean? From what I understand, when you hit an A note and it's in tune, it's vibrating at 440 megahertz? Or is that not even like that?
Not megahertz, just 440 hertz.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you go up an octave, you double it. So instead of 440, it's
834.
880.
Oh,
And if you were to half it, it would
damn
be,
public school.
Yep. Yeah, and if you took it down an octave, it would be 220. If you took it down another octave, it'd be 110.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all those little things that.
Mhm.
little
See, and,
things
if,
that
and
I
if you
feel.
go to E flat,
Kentucky math.
I think A is 415 or 413. Can't remember. One of those two. And then of course there's 434 for the, for the Baroque tunings, and 432 for the tinfoil hat wearers. Yeah, there's all sorts of fun tunings.
That's why there's always issues with tuning, half step down or something when you have like a saxophone player in the band.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, those instruments are tunable to a point as well. Like trumpets and all that sort of thing. There is a slide that they can pull and move to
I did not know that.
To change the length of the tubing to dial them in. So they are tunable. Strictly speaking, obviously, they should be like modern instruments are all based on 440.
That's why there's no saxophone players in like Slipknot, right?
Well, again, they're chromatic instruments. They can play any note you want. You just have to know what the fingering is.
Now, chromatic is this. Just one note after the other.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. All of them. Play all the notes. Yeah.
I don't know D major very well, but I know chromatic.
You knew D major at times.
Yeah.
Just every now and then something was like,
I know
whoa.
it. I know it here. Yeah, not down there.
Okay. Well, that's fine. All right. Let's call up the old
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Les Rooney, and we can just do one.
Hack is on fire tonight.
What did he just say?
You can finger any sax. The more you know.
Yes.
Learn
the more you know, the more you wish you didn't. All righty. So we're going to just discuss a simple little idea. That guitar in front of the Laney. Which one? Like there's two, I think. Yeah. So yeah, we were just talking about, you're talking about the Strat, the Ash Strat, Dave?
I was going to say that's a nice piece of ash, but
Yeah. Like this one. Oh God, I'm moving my cursor again. Knowing
it
damn
looks like a Mustang.
Well, there's a Duosonic.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a shorter scale?
Yeah. 24. Which is kind of fun because like vibrato is like 4 fret bends.
My first guitar was a Music Master, which basically it's a Mustang with just the neck pickup.
No, it's actually a Duosonic with just the neck pickup.
Because when I took the pick guard off, it was routed out for both pickups.
Yeah. They all use the same offset body. But basically what it was that as you sort of went up the grades within that range. So, yeah, Mustang and Bronco were just one pickup. And then the Duosonic had 2. And then the Mustang had the 2 pickups. And they were all the same pickups. Like you didn't get different pickups with each one. But once you got to the Mustang, you then also had the 2 3-position slider switches. So you could individually turn them on and off and also change the phase of them. So you could get a few more tones out of them.
So when I was 14 and all I wanted to do was play AC/DC and Ted Nugent and Bad Company, you want to get a Fender Music Master and a Fender Twin. That's the way to go.
The Music Master would be an odd choice because it only had the neck pickup, right? So
Did it have a Fisher Price on the headstock? Wow.
he is on form tonight. Maybe you need to offend him again. Anyway, where are we? Okay. All right. So here we got a little idea of taking...
What is diatonic, by the way?
Okay, so basically a key, a single scale type, as it were. So this first one is going to use the A harmonic minor. So the notes of which are A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and A. So, hang on. What key am I in? A, right.
Whoa. You hear that G sharp, don't you?
Yep.
E,
So
they
obviously
call
the-
once it's D sharp. I'm sorry.
So the note that you're going to hear in these is going to be that G sharp. That's going to be the one that's going to stand out because that's like the signature note, that gives it this voicing, that sort of classical or Middle Eastern kind of thing. You going to play it? I can see.
Trying to what is it?
For the scale, like if you're starting from 5th fret on the A, so with your first finger it'd be 5, 7, 8, and then 5, 7, 8 on the next string, and then 6, 7. There you go.
No, that's major. Wait.
Well, are you playing 5, 7, 8 or 5, 7, 9?
7, 8. Oh.
There you go. So, and that's the curious thing about this. This scale is actually only 2 notes removed from the major scale.
Okay, so you lower that little finger one,
Yep. So you lower the 3rd and the 6th.
which is 1, 2, 3. Lower that
Yep.
one.
Yep. And then the 6th.
6. Lower that one. Ah.
Yeah. So as much as it doesn't sound major anymore, you can argue that 75% of that scale is still the major scale.
Even this is where Steve and I were talking about this earlier.
It's why we were late. Yeah.
Yeah, my fear is him throwing stuff up like this and me just dragging it down because it takes me a minute to figure out from the major scale what he's talking about. But this is how I learn it. So this is kind of why we're doing this, even though I can play guitar, but the theory part is my weak thing. But I have to, man, if you have to know at least that 3 note per string major scale shape.
Yep. And now you
Because
can see how
everything, every mode comes out of that.
Yep.
You're either raising or lowering.
Yep. Or the other scales that are altered scales come from moving notes of that around. And that's where the harmonic minor comes from. So it has a lowered 3rd and a lower 6.
Now, I know what he's talking about, and I've got it. It's in my brain. But it's only right there. I would have to think about the next step of... And I'm already lost. But that's okay, because, I've got it there. He's laughing at me.
All right.
So, let me move it around and try to figure it out.
Here's the thing. So this is something we'll be talking about sometime in the future. There's always ways to reorganize scales so that they then make more sense to you.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So for me, one of my favorite shapes for the harmonic minor is to not play the 6th. So if you start from the 7 of the scale, let's make me bigger. There we go. All right. So if we're still in A, if I don't play it like that, if I start from the G sharp, play G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, you can still hear that Baroque vibe.
Right.
Now, if I move that in octaves,
that's your little way of getting it under your fingers.
right?
Right? Yeah,
Yep.
I gotcha.
Yep.
And that's what I got to figure out. But as we're live doing it here, and that's when I fuck up so much.
Ta-da.
Hack,
yeah.
Hack is doing that Godzilla face palm. Oh, God. Just play in B minor. Jesus.
Sorry, B minor.
Finish on-
yeah.
yeah.
So, what's Joe saying about harmonic minor here? I'm working on some Robin Ford. Yeah.
Daniel Berry Sports Highlights and Alexis Peters came in.
Yeah. Hello, people. Hello. So anyway, what I did years and years ago, I came up with this little sort of picking exercise, little chordal exercise against an open A drone. So basically, we've got the root note always emphasized, and then we're moving through just notes of the A harmonic minor against that ringing A. So the note that's going to kind of grab your ear as it comes by is any time that there is a G sharp, because that's that slightly jarring major 7 in a minor scale. Which gives you all that nonsense. All right, so let's look at the shapes. So if we look at the tab, you can see we've got an open A ringing all the way through it. And then we have a pair of 10s, a pair of 9s, a pair of 12s, and a pair of 10s. And those 10s are fretted on the D string and B string. So it's kind of Wanted Dead or Alive-ish in terms of the picking. Then we go down to the 9s, up to the 12s, and back to the 10s. So put it all together. And hopefully you can hear the note that kind of grabs your attention is this one coming here. Right there. There's the G sharp. All right. Then the next section, if you just scroll up a little bit there, Q.
Tell me when to stop.
Right there. Awesome. All right. Now the next section continues with the open A. And then again, we're looking to sort of emphasize this harmonic minor voicing. So we've got two A's together. So open A and 7th fret the D and 6th fret of the B, which is our minor 6th. Then we just drop 1 fret. And now we've got our G sharp again, grabbing your ear. And we're just going to go back here. So same picking sequence as previously.
Blue Box, I was talking to Steve about this earlier, that Blue Box is very pretty on the ears. I was like, the melody's really nice. Yeah.
Well, and it's strong. It's characterful because of the scale that's used, right?
When I saw Diatonic, I'm just thinking, oh, this is going to be that weird sound. No, it's very pleasing to the ears. No, seriously.
No, I'm just reading Herb's comment. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, about the osmosis, yeah.
Hey, man, osmosis is a wonderful method to learn things. And then the final section, if you want to scroll up just a little bit more. There we go. And the last bit just actually doesn't have that note in it at all. So now we're going to go to a bit that sounds much smoother, much simpler. So there's no G sharp in there at all. Which gives you your Baroque ending.
Your Baroque ending.
Yep. So here's the whole thing put together. So you can take an unusual scale type and just restrict yourself to those notes. You want to scroll back to the top of that one there, Q? So I'm going to read out what notes are in each one of these little chord things. All right. So our scale, Baroque Back Mountain, absolutely. God, he's on fire tonight, isn't he?
That Canadian humor is just spot on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's metric. So,
Good.
yeah. All right. So a pair of 10s. And like I said, we always have the A ringing, so we know that. We got the root note going all the time. So a pair of 10s is C and A. Basically an A minor. Then we have a B and a G sharp. And then we have 12th fret, so it's D and B. So that's the non-open notes of that part. And you can see that it is nothing outside of that scale. Because we have the D, so the C and the A. We have the B and the G sharp. We have the D and the B. But there's nothing outside of that scale. Do you concur?
I concur. But I'm thinking, what if I know you just told me though. How do I solo over this, and how do you
so you would
that out?
if you wanted to solo over this, you would use that scale to
the A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A.
Yep.
I mean, or the one you just told me. Now I got to figure that out in a more a longer pattern,
cue friendly shape. Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I would ask Guitar Hack, but he won't answer.
No, he's just going to make jokes all night. All right, and then we get to our second section, and we have A and F and G sharp and E. Again, nothing outside of the scale. And the final section is F and D, E and C, D and B, E and C. So nothing outside of that scale. The whole thing, I only allowed myself to use notes from that scale. So when you learn a new scale, this is the fun thing to do, is like, okay, what do I do? What can I do with it?
Exactly.
And it's sort of creatively painting yourself into a corner, saying, okay, I'm only allowed to use these notes. What can I do? Now, obviously on the guitar, if you've got a note within the scale that is one of our open strings, well, that makes life a little easier. So you can use it as a drone like this one and then play everything else off of it. Hack is not braining today, he says.
What I'm trying to do now is take okay, I know it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 slid up one. Okay, so if I take my first finger, like, here's how I'm thinking about this.
Okay.
First finger where my little finger is, that's always the same note. So I should start here, play 1 2 3, play 1 2 3. But now I'm on the B string.
Yep.
So instead of shifting up and playing 1 2, I got to shift up a whole step.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. 4 2 3.
If you notice it, what it does is it puts it on the same frets as the other 1 fret ones.
This is how I have to take my little bit of knowledge and try to figure out what the hell Steve's talking about.
Well, let me show you another way to look at this. Play it the way you just were. So it's the 1 3 4 1 3 4. Now, when you get to the 6 7, just use your first finger to do that. And now you're at the start of another pattern. But
Okay,
then use
now
your first finger to do that as well.
Damn, you're good.
So yeah,
That's what she said.
It's all sorts of ways to find finger shapes that make sense to you. So if you like that 1, 3, 4, we'll work with that. So then you use finger 1 to do the shifts.
Yeah, my thing is, I hate 1, 3, 4, so I play 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Whoops. It's the damn B string where it's fourth.
Oh, those damn B strings.
I know, right?
All right, C minor.
Don't worry, Herb. My head kind of hurts too.
You got to drop that off the screen. I can't do that, unfortunately.
Stop sharing. What'd you say? C minor?
C minor. You start normally. Sorry, Herb. Hack's jokes have gone down to dogpa level. Pointed. I saw it. play some G sharps for you there.
I'm reading all these food comments. What was that?
Nice. Bravo, sir.
Nice stretch. Show off. Okay, so
Yeah.
I can play D sharp major.
Go for it. Well, that just ended.
That just
It just stopped.
stopped.
I thought, how much has he got to go? Like, I was watching the little cursor go along. And it's like, oh, I guess
By
that's
the
the
way,
end then.
We've made it, I don't know, an hour and 5 minutes. I haven't told anybody, but if you've noticed, my keyboard has changed in colors. I did not program this. It's doing it all by itself. And this is yet another exclusive on Guitar
yeah.
Talk Universe.
That is shocking, isn't it? Yep.
Shocking.
All right. Let's go watch Charles Green.
And Mitch Heyman.
Yeah. The dynamic duo that is
Because
some
in
guys.
the chat, they're not even paying attention. They're just talking about food, haggis, and fucking. It's what Sean Connery. It's revolting.
Yes. The peasants are revolting. So are you. There you go.
No, seriously. Thanks for everybody for coming in, and hopefully, this is how we do this. Steve is the theory guy, and I'm like the subject of. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's try to make it so I can kind of figure out it.
Well, and the idea being that hopefully for those who are in the same sort of boat as Q, where they're like, either they know nothing or they got some idea of what's going on, but they're not sure if they
how
understand
to put it
correctly,
together, right? Yeah.
then hopefully watching him screw up his face and try and figure it out, then yeah, hopefully it'll give you guys the courage to experiment with this stuff and get something out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll take the penis mightier for 2,000.
Yeah. Penis mightier than the sword. Yeah.
Even Joe was on fire on a Friday night.
Right? I know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch Mitch and
You can, you
Chuck
can.
Purdy
Too.
and some baseball.
You know, that could be a t-shirt. If Q can, you can.
God.
Hope Sandra's still here.
By the way, my throat feels much better.
Yes.
I'll go see that doctor here next week sometime, and we'll see what's going on with that. I think everything's
I was impressed to see you
okay.
can talk through it.
Yeah, people want to know what my new pronoun is since I have a vagina in my throat here. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Joe catch the semen for 1,000. God, let's get out of here before it just play
All
the
right.
band, play the dachshund, please.
Here it comes.
He's got a tutu also.
It's a she. Definitely a she.
Oh yeah, the boobs kind of. I should.
Yeah, give it away. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have
Hey, it's good, James.
a marvelous evening of your choosing.